The month of March is here and the madness is just around the corner. We welcome you to Oxford, Mississippi in the Sandy and John Black Pavilion as Ole Miss hosts Vanderbilt. Miss are off and running between these two SEC heavyweights. Vanderbilt trying to get back in the winners column and Ole Miss trying to spoil Vanderbilt's seeding right off the bat. Ole Miss, Elias Commodore runs the point for the Rebels. Patton Pinkins probably will be on the SEC all-freshman team as Commodore triggers from up top and Ole Miss has road Tennessee. And Eduardo Klafke from Brazil, 6'5" sophomore, deal long three, banks it in! Woo! He got against Vanderbilt 2 in the Commodores' last game. Okereke, it's good.
Great simple.
Of his shots from outside the arc against the SEC. It's Klafke, Ole Miss's Energizer Bunny. Dia wants another. Rebound falls to Miles, but passes it right to Elias Commodore. A.J. Storr in this game for the first time. Pinkins settles for the long two.
That's tough. You know, he took a kind of ill-advised three right there, off of 2 feet, right on the post is where he's really good.
Tanner gets fouled. As you saw, Ole team to do that and pull that off.
We just need winning. I mean, the game against Auburn, just the feeling of winning. They, you know, I mean, Missouri and Tennessee, they could have won 5 out of their last 6. Ole Miss the same way, 2 possessions away.
Of the year. Now it's Pinkins, coming off a career-high performance against Auburn, drops it in.
Well, I tell you one thing, he's one of the most talented, kind of zoning up behind. Coming out very active tonight.
Another missed bunny for Vanderbilt. Washington underneath, then he's called for the foul.
McLaughlin.
In the conversation for SEC Player of the Year. Pass intercepted by Commodore, straight to the basket. Follow jam!
Holy cow.
Corey Chest!
I just think right now Vanderbilt has got to get shots for Tanner, Duke Miles.
Travis Perry from downtown.
That was a great read of a screen. It was
which they lost that contest 91-77. Kentucky hit 9 of their first 7 shots and 7 of their first 10 from 3. There's a finally per game a top 5 scorer in the SEC. Storr inside, scoops it in through contact.
Excellent step in 3 from Bain. Good shot.
Malik Dia. Another follow jam for Ole Miss.
On the offensive glass.
Scott in his first season at Ole Miss, transfer from Louisville. Tanner inside.
God, he's got elite speed.
Okereke with 7. Underneath, draws a triple team. McLaughlin off the window.
Okereke brings a good physicality to Vanderbilt.
You know who? He's glad you said that for the scouts.
He's going to have a chance.
Commodore! Offensively for Vanderbilt, but down just 21-15.
Ooh, he had the long roll open.
Commodore in the corner, brings it up. Commodore already with 8 points for Ole Miss. He averages 11. No look feed, here's Storr.
So, but you knew it is. Ole Miss off to a good start. See if Vanderbilt can settle in right here.
Tyler Nickel, his first point of the day at the foul line, and now he has 2. Nickel had a second.
Duke Miles did a really good job of sitting on top of the curl cut from Patton Pinkins.
Down 24-17 to Ole Miss. Slow start offensively for the Commodores. Up and under Tanner. Wow, what a move.
He's unbelievable.
10 left on the ticker for Commodore, who already has 8 first-half points and 5 rebounds, a first-half high. And a lob off the window for him. Okereke too strong. Storr picks up the pace. And he's gets stripped by Tanner. Up ahead, McLaughlin. Two-hand jams for Tanner tonight. He's up to 71 now this season. Here's a steal for Miles.
And there's his partner in crime. I mean, for backcourt, those guys are averaging about...
Limited to just 2 right now. Drives inside, absorbs contact, and free throws for Storr. We'll have all first and second round games as well as the late quarterfinal games right here on the SEC Network and the ESPN app. Our first year enough for the SEC tournament. Shea Ralph and the Vanderbilt Commodores getting ready as well. Got to give kudos to Shea Ralph and what she... Miles gets underneath. He's rejected by Commodore. Spills out to Tanner. And now Tanner goes to work. Flies to the rim. Great move.
Boy, extra gear right there, and again, finishes with his left hand.
Tanner now has 11 points. He averages 18.5 per game. Miles picks away the pass the other way. He only coughs it up 9 times per game, Coach.
Yeah, both of these teams do a great job. Their assist-to-turnover ratio is really, really good.
Actually leading the SEC in steals per game.
But he's not really in the stats right now.
I think that's built to make a deep run in the NCAA tournament.
Oh, there's no question about it. I mean, that St. Mary's score is kind of their flow offense right here. Vanderbilt does a great job, ball movement.
Offensive rebound for Washington. Off the window. 9. It's our second tie tonight. Okereke out to Tanner. Splash.
That was a quick release. It wasn't a great pass.
The Doors are 4 for 14 from the perimeter. Perry wants one. Give it to him.
Great look.
Good friend Joe Lenardi. Multi-bid conferences. The SEC was at 11 until these Ole Miss Rebels took
LSU. Then they're going to Alabama in a big game. But still, like everybody else, they can play their team right in.
Yeah, they can definitely help their cause tonight and in the SEC tournament. Right now sitting at a 5 seed. And Perry gets fouled nearly. Travis Perry, one of Ole Miss's best free throw shooters. He's missed 1 this year. He's now 14 for 15.
So as a senior, but could really get to the line, shoot it, get to the line, draw contact, because then obviously shooting really good extend by McLaughlin.
5 up to shoot. Perry inside, flips to Scott. Scott can't drop it in. Tip back for Pinkins.
Let's see if Ole Miss stays with the doubling off the ball screen on Tanner.
Nickel floats it in the lane and gets a nice bounce off the rim.
I really
5 for 26 shooting from outside the arc. He is Vanderbilt's best three-point shooter, arguably one of the best shooters in the country. Patton Pinkins, a teardrop in the lane. And off to Pinkins. And here's Klafke, an energizer bunny for Ole Miss. Draws the foul and sinks it.
really and let him play through a couple things right there. I really think he's been a big key for Ole Miss, playing better than the last.
Ole Miss with 26 points apiece in that win at Auburn, which snapped a 10-game losing streak for Ole Miss. Okereke.
Wow. Finish.
And Pinkins loses it. Dia recovers.
Boy, you can't be too careful with Duke Miles and Tanner. Great mid.
Has 5 steals. Team that's second in the SEC in 8 steals per game. And Tanner gets hacked under.
Balance in the SEC for a forward. You know, I know everybody would love to see him rebound.
Had 16 points against Vanderbilt in the loss in Nashville. Tanner hits the second. It's 43-39 Ole Miss.
Yeah, Tanner wide open on this right wing right here. Pitch ahead.
You can never be too careful with the basketball around the Commodores.
No.
Washington, book it. And the 5th three of the day, 2 for Vandy. Pinkins wide open. Splash.
Really good find by Store.
Back-to-back wins for the first time since mid-January. Pinkins in the lane, just flings it up. And a whistle comes in, marked by.
From the field, he's over 45%. From the three, he's right at 40.
Game where he's been in double figures against a conference opponent.
Very worthy of making an all wide open shooters right there. They've got really good looks. I'm telling you, if you blink one time, that cat's going to get it. He's got as good a hands.
Okereke flips to the top. Washington pirouettes and he gets stripped. Corey Chest flips to Starr.
Great find.
Someone's going to get a bucket eventually here. Washington, there you go.
Great recognition by the freshman.
Tennessee.
No, I'm second behind that cat right there, Mark Byington. You take 2 straight teams NCAA tournament, you're the head of Nashville.
Vanderbilt still can't, not just a Starkville legend anymore, you're a Tennessee legend now too.
Great find right there by Johnson to Scott. Scott's back in with 3 when Auburn has everything to play for in the night to bounce back and have great energy right here is a credit to Chris and his staff.
5 left this possession for Ole Miss. It's Klafke.
Great job by Nickel. Tough shot. He did a great job right there. Really goes man. Another find from Miles right there. Really good pass. Great extra pass. Great ball movement for Vanderbilt there.
Miles goes.
Struggle with that all year long. And now they really have a small lineup in there.
Klafke from downtown. He responds. Okereke up against chest. Falls away. Sticks it.
He kind of had a little
7 from the perimeter.
good feet by Washington.
Storr banks it in and one.
Again,
The SEC Sixth Man of the Year.
I don't think there's any question right there. I mean, his production off the bench, and then you've got Miles when he's healthy shooting at a high level. I mean, this was a tough guard. If they can get Nickel go run in March.
It was lopsided. It was Vanderbilt who won big against Kentucky. Tanner had 19 points in that game too. Kentucky was just able to get off to a hot start, and Mark Byington said that
But you know, Vanderbilt had just really popped them in Nashville. Obviously, Kentucky played at a real high level.
As Ole Miss today, 12 for 14 from the foul stripe. Now 13 for 15.
Second and third score with Pinkins off to a good start in the second half.
Tanner from deep and hits.
That was way beyond the.
As Vanderbilt loses it, Tanner lost it in the lane. Storr coast to coast, smooches.
Nobody's better in the SEC. You know, he's bounced around a few schools. Everybody talks about his character. He's a Montgomery native right there.
He cleaned up. Back in the starting lineup, 2 in back-to-back games. Mark Byington saying that his veteran leadership, fewest amount of turnovers in a season in program history.
Great cut, good penetration right there.
Okereke going to work. Extra pass, Nickel, 5 left to shoot. Bing's underneath. Another one right here in the SEC Network and your ESPN app. Bing misses the first free throw. I beg your pardon, 78%. Splits the pair.
I love the freshman. I love his
Kick out to Miles. Tap out.
McLaughlin. McLaughlin is so critical for this team. Credit all of that to McLaughlin.
Minutes. And the lead by 1. Comardine with 4. Deep 3. Bullseye.
That's the call.
Comardine wants another.
Wow, that's tough one there. Not in great.
Vanderbilt's lost 3 of their last 4 games, trying to shake free of the spell. And a whistle called in the lane. Coming along too. Career high 26 points in the double overtime loss to LSU. 7 points in the win against Auburn. Okereke at the line for Vanderbilt. He ties this game at the free throw line.
That's what you can free throws. See if you can guard the dribble without fouling.
Comardine threads the needle to Dia, and he draws the foul. Dia, that's at the halfway point in the SEC. Splits the pair.
Down 1.
Offensive rebounds tonight for Vanderbilt, who's 14th in the SEC in offensive boards per game. And Nickel gets fouled.
To go back and rebound down and be physical around the goal.
Nickel with now 5 points. And Pinkins the 86% free throw shooter.
Sure alerted Coach Beard, and obviously go to the line. And now we got a tie ball game, Ole Miss ball. Now back to play.
In this game, Tanner bounces to the corner. Here's Miles. Too short.
Tyler Tanner made a goal.
Line shooter this season. And the pavilion falls silent like he's.
Or they go with the double team. They double teamed him one time to start the second half and hadn't gone back to it. Be interesting to see. So I'm sure.
Seconds left in this game. Seems like so far this is being decided at the foul.
And can you guard the other team off the dribble without fouling them? Big miss right there from Tanner.
A lot of free throws tonight by both teams as Tanner applies pressure on Comardine. Now it's Dia, flips it up and in, and 1. February 10th. To make it a 2-possession game, Dia does so. To the deck, ball squirts free, picked up by Vandy, down 2. Miles. Miles, tie game. Chris Beard has 3 timeouts to use. Dia underneath. There's the whistle. That coaches can challenge. As Dia's at the free throw line, there's a window that
challenge what he thinks could be an F1 or an F2. So now Vanderbilt shoots 2 free throws. And
he's facing all these boos. Here's the first.
But if Dia didn't shoot the free throw, then big free throw right here for Cherokee. Wow.
Ties the game.
Both shooters making both get this ball. He's got to go fight to get it.
It's Miles. Miles drives. Miles puts it up. Just misses. Rebound for Ole Miss. The shot. Vanderbilt's missing some key post players too. Like I said, Washington and McLaughlin.
God, he starts this game off just great hands.
Tanner puts it in.
Defensively in the paint for Ole Miss.
And Tanner hits the free throw. 20. Could be the SEC 6th man of the year, averaging 18 points per game in conference play off the bench. Turns and hooks. Corey Chest tried 2, but he gets fouled. And he misses the first. He's 12 for 26.
His ball looks better right there. Good job for Corey Chest to get 1 out of 2. 2-point the ball going downhill is just a handful. And that's all they're going to
team.
He's got 1 of them. If he's not the best, he's in the top 2 or 3, that's for sure.
Sinks both free throws.
Ooh.
Storer trying to back up Tanner. No call. Pops in and out. Tap back for Chest is in. And a whistle.
Where this ball needs to be right here.
Shot clock down to 7. Tanner backs down, banks it in. +1 coming. Game this year behind his career high 37. And he sinks the free throw to give Vanderbilt more cushion in 4. Ole Miss needed that. Now they're
best.
Storer gets it to within 1 possession for.
Let him get the ball.
Cherokee muscles it up, and there's a foul. Crowd wants to travel.
Post area.
He's 4 for 4 tonight. There's his first miss, including the 2 free throws.
There's a handful right here. He just keeps driving it, keeps probing.
Wow. Put-back jam for Corey Chest.
Corey Chest is just.
Vandy's lost 3 of their last 4. Ole Miss looking for back-to-back wins. Nickel hits a massive 3 in OT.
You know that will serve to shoot that ball in the paint.
Commodore. Now it's Pinkins, pirouettes, and draws the foul with 48 seconds left. Pinkins now 8 for 9 tonight.
Maturity. He's made a couple game winners this year, to his credit.
2 points. Tanner. Nickel from way downtown. Misses.
Great defensive possession from Ole Miss.
Oh.
How are you going to guard him with the ball in his hands in the last 18 seconds of the game?
Commodore's
Chest, and Vanderbilt will go for the last shot.
He missed it. Rebound lever out. 9 left in overtime. Vanderbilt by 1. Nickel to inbound. Finds Tanner. And he's fouled by Pinkins. They're 7 for 10 from the line tonight.
Yeah.
3-point lead for Vandy. Hey, too strong. Tapped out. Taken by Tanner. Tanner the other way. Slams it down at the horn. No basket, it doesn't matter. Vanderbilt hangs on in Oxford and takes down Ole Miss by 3.
Tell you what, Jake, on the line, they have both absorbed unbelievable foul trouble. Both played with great heart. Vanderbilt is an SEC tournament team. Ole